It's just really annoying until you ask a friend, like, hey,
We have, I don't know, 80 years of life, and in those 80 years, you can't really prepare for
that
it.
if he learns and if he
1
tries
p.m.
his
to
best.
5 p.m. I struggle doing
I'm enjoying
any.
this. I really like doing this. Hey! Are you listening? Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about listening. Listening is very important if you want to build relationships and build trust and that sort of thing. Let's talk about it. Hearing is one thing and listening is another. You can hear me talk right now. You can hear your teacher talk about this war and that advanced integration technique and blah blah blah. That's school. That's probably going to go in one ear and out the other. But when you listen actively, you will probably pick something up and remember it. Of course, that might not be very interesting at school, but it might be interesting when, I don't know, you're listening to some YouTuber talk about listening. See what I did there? Yeah, cool. It is, however, important to actively listen. And actively listening basically means to mentally say, okay, I'm not going to think about myself now, I'm going to listen. Listen. F***ing listen. So put your own thoughts aside and listen to what the other has to say, especially people that are important in your life. Not only does that show respect and trust, it leads to many other things, and let's talk about that now. Wow. Now, of course, the question always is, to whom should you listen? Whom? Yes. You will think, oh, I should listen to the people around me, my friends, my family. And yes, you should. Absolutely. Now, if they say something you agree with, good. That means you have something in common. That means you think alike. Good. That means you're good friends. Do they say something completely different? Something you don't agree with? Also good. Fine. You can have different opinions, as long as you listen. Boom. When someone you're talking to has a different way of talking, that's good as well. It allows you to refine your own thoughts and ideas. So, personal growth. Listening is also how you resolve or even prevent conflict. You break up fights, or you even prevent fights. When you actually actively listen to the other side's perspective, you can take that into account. You say, okay, I understand your side, I am empathizing with your side, but this is how I see it. Boom. That's how it works. And that's how you resolve conflict. Like adults, not like children. I'm an adult. I'm 23. Your heart is also listening. When something someone says gives you some surprising emotional reaction out of nowhere, listen. Pay attention, because it's probably very important. That way, listening is also a form of self-development. Your emotions react to something that you didn't even know that was true. And pay attention then, because that could mean that you put value on something. Right? It makes sense, right? It does. I f***ing hope it does. This is feasible philosophy. Shut up. It's not even that. It's just a random video. Also, listening to yourself, making a promise to yourself, oh, I'm going to do this today, and then doing it. That gives you self-trust and self-worth. That's great. So, listen. Really listen. Actively listen. Put your own thoughts aside and listen to what the other side has to say. Listen to friends. Listen to enemies. Listen to yourself. It helps with personal developments, your relationships, everyday things, and it resolves conflict. Boom. Get philosophized. Psychologized? Anyway, that was it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you listened, and I'll see you next week.